Welcome to episode 78 of Paris Playbook. Today I'm joined by Nick Ellington of the Murray State men's basketball team. Nick, thanks for joining. How's it going?
Doing great. Can't complain.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on. We're gonna talk. We'll talk all about your basketball career here, but might as well kind of start with your recruiting and what that was like. I know you win a state championship in high school too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that had to be pretty sweet. Did you get a ring?
Yeah, I got. I'm not at home. If I was at home, I would have grabbed it and showed you. But I got it my senior year, so it was a good way to go out.
Yeah, definitely. Is it got a lot of bling on the ring?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. I
You
can't
you
say it's
wear it
not.
when you're at the bar, you go up to order some drinks and you got you got the ring out.
No, I got it display on my counter along with my 1,000 point ball and a few other basketball memorabilia things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So what was your recruiting like? Was it pretty smooth or was it kind of stressful and difficult?
Coming out of high school, I really didn't have a lot of big names. It was really just a lot of Division twos and junior colleges. Out of high school, I decided to go the junior college route. And then from there on, I think after my first year, that's when I started receiving a lot of my Division 1 offers after my time there.
So do you think that like you like that the junior college like really changed you as a player? Like if there were guys listening to this pod who like I feel like I can play at the next level, but I'm not getting any looks, like would you recommend going that junior college route?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Junior college definitely like gave me a chance to really just kind of grow into my body a little bit more. It definitely kind of chance to like develop my game a lot more. I got stronger, I got bigger, I learned a lot. I definitely got some of the best shape of my life there. We did a lot of running,
Yeah.
so I was definitely in some of the best shape of my life. And when I kind of just look up back on it, the experience, just as far as growing up, kind of just maturing and kind of like learning to like live on my own and like just learning to hold myself accountable as far as those things because you're away from home in that type of setting. Like it definitely is a great thing. I feel like a lot more people should take advantage of.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good ball players in junior colleges. There's one in the town I live. I'm way up in Michigan, and there's a small one called Gogebic Community College, and you can just go to their gym for free and shoot around. And I was there last night, and one of their players was there, and I asked him to play 1v1, and he cooked me. He came pretty good. Last game we were playing to 11. I think he hit seven threes in a row. We were just doing 1 point every shot, but he just hit seven in a row and ended me right there. So I was like, oh,
Heaven is
okay.
crazy.
Yeah, no, he put me in my place, but no, it was fun. There's definitely a lot of good ball players at the junior college level. So then coming out of JUCO, you went to EIU, Eastern Illinois, right?
Yes, sir.
So well, like what point in your junior college career did they start like reaching out to you and talking to you?
Um, my first year was really a COVID. Was going through COVID, so we really didn't play that a lot. But really, my second year, probably like in the beginning of it, I picked up. I can't tell you the exact date just off the top, but I picked up my first division when it was Alabama A&M pretty early, and then from there on out, I just kind of started getting contacted more and more as the year went on, and then after the season, I definitely started to hear from a lot more schools, and then took some visits.
So what was it about Eastern Illinois that like sold you to go there first?
It was well, I'm a St. Louis kid, so it's about an hour and a half from home.
Yeah.
I spent the last 2 years in Mississippi, so I was looking at it like definitely a great chance for my family to see me play. It's not too far. And then it was just kind of like the community there. I really loved the community. Everybody was really nice. It was a really nice small town, not a lot of distractions. I really had a really good connection with the head coach, Marty Simmons. He's a really good guy. And then the coaching staff over there was really good when I was there at the time.
Yeah. And you guys played Illinois to open, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that had to be fun though. I get to play some big schools. You also played Ohio State, and then you guys beat Iowa. That
Mm,
had to be pretty sweet to
yeah,
beat
nah.
Iowa.
That game was lit. When
Yeah,
we after ended, we went to that locker room. It was turned. Just it
yeah,
was on Twitter that whole bus ride back home, just watching everybody react to us beating Iowa.
yeah. No, that's pretty sweet. They're every year they're one of the best in the Big Ten. They generally make the tournament almost every season. And you look at like some of the guys they've had over the past years, the Murray brothers and And I'm drawing a blank on that one guy that was there 3 or 4 years ago that put up crazy numbers. But I mean, they've always got just insane talent. So upset Iowa, definitely huge. And getting to play those bigger schools, even if you lose, I mean, it's still fun to get to play against that competition level and make some nice plays against them and make you feel like you can run with them, like Illinois or Ohio State, some of those Big Ten schools. So after Eastern Illinois, what made you want to jump in the portal?
It was just kind of one of those things where after the season, we had a lot of guys leave, and I just really wasn't too sold on the whole rebuild program that we had going on over there. Nothing against the coach or anyone there, but we just lost a lot of players, and then they start letting go of some of the coaches that were there when I was originally came, and I just wasn't too big on again just like the whole rebuild, and then having like a whole new coaching staff on top of um dang their whole new player team as well. Then on top of
Yeah.
that, I just was wishing I had like a better like connection with the coaches there, and then coaches I was connected with really well. They wound up letting them go, so definitely kind of pushed me away a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's tough. If you got a connection with the coaches and then they leave them, and then the team's going to be in a rebuild. I mean, that's tough to stick around for that. So what was it? What was it about Murray State that sold you?
Man, Murray State, my visit, the Murray State visit was just so like so inviting. This community is amazing. This community is different. I spent just a little time here, but I really felt the love. And then the guys they had here, as far as this team, they're really connected. This has probably been the most well-connected team I've ever been on, as far as like how fast I meshed with everyone. And then the coaching staff, everyone on the coaching staff, the connections they have with their players is definitely something amazing that I feel like every ball player would wish for. Like everybody's like really connected. Probably got like 7 guys, 7, 8 guys on like staff that work with the players, and I can tell you I have a really good relationship with each one of them. And then I just liked how well I talked to the head coach and how much like the conversations we have and how often we have them, and like how he always reassures me that if I ever need anything, like I'm there, and I've taken advantage of that, and like attest to like what I'm saying, he keeps his word on that thing, on those type of
Yeah.
things.
That's important to have. I mean, like you don't always get that with coaches where you can actually like have a real, genuine connection. You feel like they actually care about you as a person. A lot of coaches just they recruit you because you're good at basketball and they want you to win, and that's all that matters. So it's nice when you can like have a genuine connection with your coach and you know that they honestly care about you if you're going through something that they'll understand or whatever, I mean, everyone's going through crap in their life. So when you got a coach that's in your corner makes it that much easier to deal with stuff, especially in school. I mean, it's hard enough to be a normal student and you be a D1 athlete on that. I mean, how many times a week you travel? I mean, there's got to be some weeks where you got a couple away games and you're gone like the whole week.
Yeah, that's definitely brutal. Yeah, probably like you'll be home throughout the week, maybe once or twice. So just kind of dealing with the whole class and everything. But the system here is like set up really well for you to succeed, and the teachers definitely understand. Like you're kind of an athlete, you're going to be in and out, and I feel like they do a great job just kind of like working with us as far as like the academic support system we have here too to like coordinate everything to make sure we're on top of everything.
Yeah. So I was
So that
looking
definitely
around
helped.
and I saw that you started 32 out of 32 games, which is obviously that's awesome. You want to start all the games. You want to be that guy. Are there any games that really stuck out in your memory? I know there were a couple you popped off, like I can't remember what one it was, but you had like 27 points, and I can't remember who that was against. I saw there was a video. You had like a
Oh,
highlight video,
yeah,
and
that was against UIC. That was
yeah,
really special. I got the actually my middle school teacher, who was also my basketball coach, she was actually in the crowd, and I haven't seen her in a few years. So that was one of the first games she was able to come to, and just to have a game like that in front of her was definitely special.
yeah, yeah, definitely. It's more special when you have a big game in front of somebody that means something to you, opposed to just a bunch of random people you don't know.
Yeah.
So you also hit 1,000 points this year. That'd be pretty exciting. Did you like have it in your head like how close you were and like know how many points? Like I need to get 10 points tonight or 15 or whatever it is, or was it kind of like oh, I hit it? Like I didn't know I was that close.
I really didn't realize how close I was until Probably till after one of my teammates. I know Jacoby Wood got his 1,000 point ball against Mississippi State, and then Brian Moore later hit his 1,000 point game. I want to say against Evansville at Evansville. So I seen those two hit theirs, and I was like, I wonder how far I am. And I was like, it was early on in the season. I was like 100 and something points off. And I was like, okay, it's definitely attainable. And but I didn't really try to like keep like like oh let me get 14 every game because that kind of throws you off, or like you're so
Right.
worried about this, kind of take focus away from everything else. But definitely, like when I got within that last, I want to say 30, I was just kind of looking like, wonder which game is gonna be. And luckily, I got to be a game where I was able to have my family come down. Then my great grandmother, whose birthday was later on that weekend, was able to come down too. They brought her down, and I wound up getting able to score in front of her, in front of a bunch of my family members at home too. And I
Yeah.
got to be a dunk. So when your 1,000 points is a dunk,
Yeah. Oh,
like
your
the little
thousand
chair.
point that the point was a dunk.
Yeah, so that was like a
Yeah.
cherry on top of it.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Did you get like do you have a game ball, like your 1,000 point ball? Did you get to keep it or?
Yeah, I just got my 1,000 point ball. We're gonna do a little presentation for it next year, but it's so cool because I actually had like a little photo of when I actually did it. Like I said, I wish I went to my room and did it, but I got the photo framed of like me actually dunking the ball for my 1,000th point.
That's pretty
So like
sweet.
that's
You're gonna have to make like a basketball shrine or something in your house someday, like or your office or something. You know, you have like all your stuff out displayed, your trophy case.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having that up. That way I can always show my kids, like, yeah, I was actually kind of pretty decent at basketball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be sweet. And then your kids will be having their friends over, and they'll be like, "Look, that was my dad."
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those type of moments.
So you were talking about dunking, and I got to ask because I don't have hops. I can't dunk at all. So there's got to be like no better feeling than dunking in a game. I mean, like everyone gets fired up, but you slam that home. That's got to be like one of the best feelings in the world.
See, I don't know how everybody else feels, but to me, I'm a big like I want to put one on somebody's head, and dunk on somebody, or just especially in front of like a big crowd at home, you dunk and it's just like hearing everybody roaring, like
Oh
the
yeah.
electrics, and everybody's on the bench celebrating and screaming and all that. Like I don't feel like there's a better feeling.
Especially if you're like down a little bit and you're like the team needs a boost, the crowd needs something, and you get a dunk, and then the team goes on a run, and you kind of like there you go, you electrified the crowd, you got the team roaring, and then the comeback comes.
Yeah, that's the best type of plays, especially if it's a poster too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's also demoralizing to the other team.
right, exactly, yeah. You're scoring, you're making the other team feel like crap, and you're firing up your squad all with one dunk. Definitely can do a lot. I know, I'm not sure. Like I'm like 6'1", so I feel like I mean if I really, really worked at it, I could dunk someday. Cause like I know a guy who's 5'11" and he worked at it during COVID, like every day he'd go to the gym and he'd like work on his hops and he couldn't dunk. And now he's like getting lob dunks in his IM games and stuff like that. I'm like, what? That's crazy. He must have grown like an inch or two since then, but still, like I just don't have the patience and the drive to work on it. I don't need to dunk. I'll save that for the tall guys, the guys that are 6'8" or yeah, I'll let them have that glory. So, who was your favorite basketball player growing up?
Yeah, I'm always a big Kobe guy, but outside of Kobe, I've always been a big Westbrook guy. I just love the way like his motor and his energy. From like
Yeah,
middle school on, I've always tried to kind of mimic my game off just being like high motor, high energy type of guy. I think I've done well because every coach that's always talked to me has always said like we just love how hard you play, and I can definitely attest that to him. Just like his emotions, how like he fires everybody up and things like that. I just can't help but
yeah.
love Westbrook for it.
So, what's your favorite team?
See, I've always, like I said, I'm a big Kobe guy, so I'm always love the Lakers. But wherever Westbrook's at, I'm always kind of,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, support.
yeah, yeah. So you were like when he was on the Thunder, or whatever. You kind of follow the Thunder.
Love them.
Yeah, I got you. But the Lakers always got a little special place in your heart because of Kobe.
Yeah, nobody ever topped the Lakers.
Yeah, that
Big
makes
Lakers
sense.
guy. Whole
You
family
got
is big
that.
Lakers family, so
Yeah, I'm a big
kind of rubbed
Celtics
off.
guy. Big Celtics guy.
Hate to hear it.
Yeah, I know.
Right, you
I
might
know
be
it's tough.
25.
So, what's your second favorite sport? Like behind basketball?
They always say if I wasn't playing basketball, I'd play soccer. Big
Yeah,
soccer guy. I
really?
grew up playing. Yeah, I grew up playing soccer a lot of my life too.
You like watching soccer or just playing it?
Don't really watch a lot of it. I definitely do play FIFA online though, things like that. But
Yeah.
I definitely soccer definitely has a place in my heart.
Yeah, I got you. Can you still lace it up and go out there and show off a little bit, or been a while?
Yeah, I was a goalie, so I never really had a chance to
Oh,
show off
okay.
my skills. But
I
I
got
always
you.
think I can still go out there, you know what I'm saying, be a pretty decent goalie.
Yeah, yeah, it's goalie. It's the position that like doesn't get any respect. You know, people yell at you and when somebody scores, but you make a nice save and nobody gives you the credit you deserve. It's kind of goalies. It's a tough position because if you lose the game, people always blame the goalie. They don't blame anyone else.
I kind of feel like that about being a big man and a big rim protector too. So
Yeah,
if like
it's
goes in
kind
for a
of
layup and you don't block it, it's kind of everybody's kind of looking like what happened,
yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of
It's kind of
correlated
like
too.
you're like the goalie for a basketball hoop. It's kind of the same thing. So, what's your favorite food?
See, I'm a simple man. I love white rice with butter and sugar on it.
Really? That's it? That's all it takes to make you happy?
That's all it takes. Like I guess I'm a simple man. Plus, you can like pair it with so many things. So,
Yeah. Okay, so
but
what if you were like going to the nicest restaurant in town and somebody's like, I'll buy you anything you want. Five-star restaurant, anything you want. Doesn't matter how expensive it is. What would you get?
that's tough. I've been recently like starting to like eat more steak though, and then been kind of like getting like that medium rare or like a little bit of pink in the middle. I've really
Yeah.
been kind of starting to get into that, and then I'm loving it. I see what the hype's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, nice steak dinner. I always think
Yeah,
about like you see the NFL guys when they have the rookies and they like go to for like they make the rookies pay for the dinner or whatever and it's like $30,000 because they're buying like those expensive steaks and like bottles of like $1,000 champagne and stuff like that. And it always blows me away. I'm like, what? You spent that much on one dinner? Like you buy a car for that.
for real. It's
Yeah,
crazy how much they can just mark up something so little and
I know.
just
Yeah,
use
and
that money.
is it even worth it? Like, is that steak really that good? Like, come on, you could probably make a steak that good on the grill in your backyard. Like,
Couldn't be that. Can't be that good. It's just the name of the
yeah,
place is all I'm thinking of.
no, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a status thing, you know. So if you could have anyone on your team for like a 3v3 tournament, anyone ever. So like we'll have four guys, you got one to sub in and out. Who would your three other guys be?
I do NBA guys, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ooh, it would have to be like I said, Westbrook. Definitely want to play with Shaq. Um, Westbrook, Shaq, and then let me see, probably LeBron. Like that man's the GOAT. He could do it all.
That'd be a killer squad. Be an
Yeah.
unstoppable squad. I don't know.
Every time I come out, I just love to kind of watch them just go at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to watch old NBA highlights if you get like Shaq or you know Jordan highlights or whatever, whoever, Bill Russell. I mean, like you go like way back and like watch some of that stuff. I mean, like it's just crazy like the skill these guys had. Just just insane.
Like 10. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that'd be a killer squad.
My fault.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. That was actually the last question, so that we can wrap it up. And are you at the are you at your locker room right now? I can see like racers behind you in the pros and different stuff.
Yeah. Got
Yeah,
big bro Ja. The little
yeah,
thing from Big Ja
yeah.
Morant.
I was
Shout
gonna say
out Ja.
that's probably what most people know Murray State for because they know Ja Morant went there.
Yeah, so we got campaign. I think Cannon was really good. No, campaign
Oh,
brother or
really?
something.
I didn't know he was a Murray
Yeah.
State guy.
I think we got a couple
Yeah.
Murray State. And then Popeye Jones, who's on the Nuggets coaching staff. He's a Murray State guy.
Uh, oh, no, I didn't know
Actually got to
that.
touch base with him this summer. Yeah, so
That's
it's
pretty
a lot
sweet.
of Murray State legends hanging
Oh
around the
yeah.
NBA.
No, Murray State's a basketball school. It's definitely a hoop school. So yeah, Nick, thanks for hopping on the podcast. Appreciate the time and talking about your journey. Good luck next year with everything at Murray State and hopefully we'll see you guys back in the tourney.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the goal we're working towards.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you guys got it. You guys get back, beat Drake, and get in there.
That's no brainer.
Yeah,
Like I said, I definitely
yeah,
appreciate you even having me on.
yeah.
It
Of
means a
course,
lot.
man.